So now, Facebook groups. So if you've been in a Facebook group for any length of time, you'll know they're almost incapable of not becoming dysfunctional, at least for some of the time. And often they're very frustrating. There's plenty of things that go wrong with a Facebook group. I'm going to tap on quite a few of them, by the way, so some of them may sound a bit contradictory. But if you're tapping along and you may find your issue is covered. However, specific things in specific groups, if you've been annoyed by a Facebook group, you may well have to tap on the specific details, but I'm going to give you some specifics in the hope that they will at least loosen up any issues you have. I'd like to say that I'm a member of numerous Facebook groups, and this is not based on any one group in particular, so please, if you know me, don't get paranoid. So here we go. That bloody Facebook group, that stupid hive of discontent and nastiness, really, just completely appalling group. There's always somebody moaning on and being overly intellectual and trying to avoid their issues by posting continually on the site. They feel completely frustrated. There's plenty of people who are just posting their thoughts with no awareness that they might actually be in a group and amongst other human beings. Even though I feel really annoyed by this, I totally love and accept myself, because you know what? I'm an okay person. Even if I do get a bit annoyed. Right. These ruddy people in Facebook groups, the ones that post incessantly, it's like nobody else was in the group, really. And there's plenty of them out there that are just one person posting. There's next to no interaction whatsoever on these groups, some of them. Some of them it's like an advertising board. And perhaps that's all people want, and perhaps that's fine. But you know what? It would be nice if somebody engaged somewhere. Somebody here, a comment there, comment here, not one of just bloody awful likes. like. Oh dear. Somebody could string a sentence together. Somebody could interact rather than just post their stuff. Huge long posts going on and on about obscure items that they think are important, but you know, the fact that nobody replies might actually be a clue that perhaps they're not that wanted. Then you find the ones that are almost dead. There's nothing you can do to get them going. Every now and then somebody posts something which inspires nobody, and you're not even sure anyone else visits apart from the few people that post. They really are dysfunctional, and they hang out there forever. I mean, I've found a few that I've never been back to, and I can't imagine anyone else does, just haven't got around to deleting them. But they're less of a problem than when you visit sometimes, but it just doesn't work for you. Or doesn't quite. You just about stand it. You just about tolerate it. So I seem to be using the you part. It's really me. That group just don't have a clue. The people in that group, with a lot of people in that group with no sense of humour. No sense of humour whatsoever. And then there's somebody who just goes in there and freaking attacks people. They're just harmlessly minding their own business, and then they wonder why nobody wants to respond to them, or found their little subgroup of the pure. Really outrageous, absolutely outrageous. People think it just because it's on Facebook, they think they can insult everyone. Outrageous. Appalling, shocking even. Ridiculous. Oh. In one group, somebody just suddenly decided to take pot shots at me. They intervened and told them to shut up. admin came in and asked them to play nicely or something. But really. Then you have admins who never pay any responsibility for their group whatsoever. In a few of those. Where are you? Are you responding? Please respond. And there are ones that are full of spam. Having one of those, and they're just pages and pages and pages of spam. And I don't like Facebook allowing people to just add you to a group whenever they like, complete with email notifications. I was at work once, the email of somebody who had died, and then somebody decided to put them in the group about on Facebook for a tenner. The spam to death. Oh God. There's so many emails. I set up a rule in Outlook to get rid of them immediately. Oh, and I couldn't get out. It wasn't my Facebook account. It just still had the work email of a man who passed away. Oh. Continually reminded that he died. Sorry, it was awful. It's so awful, it's funny, but I mean, it just, oh my goodness. I couldn't get out of it. Got the email deleted before I left. Oh, the email account, so nobody could get at my successor like that. Oh, depressing. Dear. Stupid Facebook. Ridiculous, stupid Facebook. Stupid Facebook. Stupid Facebook. Well, I'm sure I could be tapping here for hours on Facebook. Though I have to admit, it's a great site in many ways. It is a great site for keeping communication. You can get a functional group. Functional groups can make a lot of progress. A lot of progress. A huge amount of progress. But I've actually been in some very functional ones too. So maybe I'll choose to have a bit more perspective. Because you know what, if there are 100 Facebook groups, you can bet some of them are working and some of them are as crap as hell. Some of them are just appalling, but they're not all bad. I totally love and accept myself anyway. Highest traffic site in the world. So presumably it's doing something right somewhere. And there are a few groups I've been in that have been tremendously helpful. In fact, they've been well above the kind of national organisation they were shadowing, which was crap. At least the Facebook group had some common sense. So they're not all bad. Far from it, in fact. Still feel some anger deep inside, but for a moment, let's let it go.